All right, Sean here. Namaste. Back for part 4 of This Is My Flow, the best of 2019. And these videos are going to take us through August, September, and into November. The best months for skating here in Calgary are definitely August and September, when the days are long, the weather's great. You know, we can skate at 5 in the morning, we could skate at 10 at night, and we still got sunshine. It's a beautiful time to be alive here in Calgary. And in this video, the flows get longer. You can see the skills are more sharp, although there's a bit more falling. We see a couple good wipeouts with Mike and Alex, nothing major, of course, and some really awesome team lines where the whole crew is out enjoying the summer. So that's where we start here at Shaw Millennium Park with a group of, you know, OG roller skaters and inline skaters. Now this is Courtney, aka Bruised. I follow her on Instagram. I'll put her Instagram up on the screen here so you can check it out, but she's really fun to watch skate. Love skating the park. This is Shelly D with just a huge transfer coming over. And these lines are really fun. Like, it takes some coordination and always a couple tries to kind of get everybody's timing right, but I'm always amazed at how well these work out. So there goes me and Leon. This is Dev, one of the OGs of the Calgary scene, a true legend. He was instrumental in the roller skate scene for years and years and years, and he continues to be, of course. This is Bill here, who is another absolute legend. That dude is in his 60s, and he's been skating since the wheels were made of wood, if you can believe it. This is Jenna Slater, one of the best skate instructors, such a unique skater here in Calgary. She's does a really cool job of combining yoga and skating. This is Christine. We saw a few videos with Christine earlier, and there's the crew. I love it. That puts a smile on my face. This is skate park in Red Deer, Alberta. Now, Red Deer, Alberta is halfway between the two major cities, Calgary and Edmonton. So in Alberta, you know, it's a big province. The population is really spread out, but the two, you know, most central cities are Calgary and Edmonton, and then right smack in between is another, you know, fairly large city, probably 100,000 people. This is Red Deer, Alberta. This was a meetup where the Edmonton crew, you know, drove, you know, 150 kilometers down to Red Deer, and the Calgary crew drove 150 kilometers, and we met halfway for this little session here. We got some fun lines with me and Alex and Leon here. Now, funny thing, the videos that we put out at the skate park never get that many views. You know, it's not everybody's cup of tea, I suppose, which I get. But honestly, if you haven't experienced, it's so much fun to go to the skate park. And I don't mean to go and do tricks. I mean just to go and roll around and take the ups and downs and challenge yourself a little bit. You'll learn a lot, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. With hair like that, who needs a hat? It's true. Leon definitely has some gorgeous curly locks to go along with his fantastic skating. And he just keeps going. Up and over, and look at how he finishes this. Alex, you know, cuts off a little bit, but you see how smoothly he can just 3-turn even on those ramps. So if you've been experimenting with some of these wizard moves, you got to try it on an incline. I truly believe that it's, what am I trying to say? I truly believe that it's awesomely fun. Sure. He was okay. That's the Polish Prince, one of the young bucks. In Edmonton, they're doing such an amazing job of bringing up a new generation of kids coming to the skate park. It's really cool. We could all learn from them. Try number 2. Now, this was kind of a crazy day to try and do these long lines through the skate park, because generally at the skate park, you know, people are skating their obstacle, going back and forth, working on tricks. Not really my style, right? I like to flow through and do my thing. But in a busy skate park, you know, all these people make it a little bit more difficult to get into that flow, but we got the job done. Minus Leon crashing into that one guy, and Alex taking out that little kid. Actually, what was happening was, in addition to our meetup with the Calgary and Edmonton crew coming together, there's also a skateboard competition that hadn't started as of the time of this filming, but was starting to ramp up, and people were showing up, and it was getting busier and busier. It was kind of funny. We showed up at first, and we were running the skate park, quote unquote, And then, you know, slowly the skateboarders came with more tents and louder stereos. This is one of these gaps that I'd looked at forever but wasn't sure I could ever do. And then, of course, when you actually give it a good try, it's never as hard as you think. Now, this is a fun video. This one, we titled this one Alex Gets Cocky and Goes Down on the Camera. You'll see that a little bit later, but it starts off with some nice flows, passing the camera back and forth. This is James Short Park in Calgary. Another one of those spots where when I first laid eyes on it, I couldn't believe it. Just a street skating skate park. So much awesome stuff. And this spot is actually right across the street. I cut out the section where we crossed over. But look at this obstacle coming up. There's like a perfect, what would you call it? Launch ramp? It's like, look at this hump here. Look at how perfect that is. Now, that wasn't the smoothest jump I've ever did, but like I said, there I survived. Now, one thing that was amazing for me, at least in 2019, is I finally got the hang. I wouldn't say I got the hang of it, but I started having some success with this Corvo. I swear I've been trying it for 10 years, and it wasn't until this year that, for whatever reason, it started to click, where I could start to, on a good day, you know, balance it for 40, 50 feet. Here's where Alex goes down. So you see him celebrate a little bit. Yeah, I got this, no problem. Boom, and he goes down. I was just filming. Are you okay? He was testing it out, and I thought, I'm just gonna flip the camera on, because why not? You know, who knows what's gonna happen? And sure enough, there goes Alex. And maybe you couldn't see there, but he had a backpack on with his picture cameras and his, you know, he probably had 3 Canon cameras in his backpack there. You know, a few $1,000s worth of goods. Oh, you can see Alex's light poking in the screen there a little bit. He must have been holding on to it. I'm gonna try my best to Corvo off of there. I did one that was really good that's on the Instagram. Sean_Unwin on Instagram. Check that out. So I guess in that one, I don't really remember this, but he must have passed me the camera and the light as we make our way across.
Yeah, brother.
And that was a satisfying ending to that day. Here we are. This is the very deep south of Calgary. So this is like a brand new neighborhood. Calgary, I mentioned in one of the earlier videos, like there's a big downtown that's very central, but it's a business district. So the city just keeps expanding in all directions. So this is way at the south of the city where it's getting, you know, the city's just getting pushed further and further and further. The boundaries are getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year, which makes for lots of new fun places to skate. So this is down in what we call the Seaton neighborhood. And the building in the background there is a big YMCA. And again, it's a skate park. You see in this video, I'm almost speechless. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. Like the obstacles here are just, they're meant for skating. There's no other purpose. Like, look at this. I guess it looks cool. I love the architecture of it, but man, you know, there's no better way to experience the architecture than to integrate or to interact with your inline skates on these obstacles. I really like this shot here, this gap here. I think it's the like stabilization of the GoPro, I think, that kind of, I don't know, makes it look really cool. Like I'm almost floating for an extra second in the air. I gotta clean up that move, that back inside 3 turn. I need to fix, because I always over rotate it. Like when I'm using my left foot, my right foot comes all the way over top, which means I'm continuing the rotation, which makes it difficult landing. I need to keep that right foot behind. I'm gonna be working on that in 2020 for sure. Now this is that same building. Look at this. Look at all these things. What is going on? Are those benches for people to sit on? I don't get it. I'm just happy that they're there, that's for sure. Yeah, whoever designed this building deserves a raise, that is for sure. This is just a beautiful spot. And this parking lot, it doubles as hockey rink and a basketball court. You'll see Alex coming around here, just the way like these ledges curve in, and there's dots on the, you know, they have it lined out for playing hockey, which is really cool. There's some basketball courts you might have saw in the background here. And this is the YMCA building still. This is just kind of around the other side. It's got more of these awesome banked pyramid things, which are just amazing. Look at this. Really smooth transition passing the camera there. Nicely done, Sean and Alex. And I like this here. See me kind of carve into it to hold the line as I roll right across. And then here, switching it to fakie. I like that little shifty off. That was cool. All right, now this one is just some Leon. So Alex made a trip out to Vancouver with his wife. So he met up with Leon one early morning to go film some skating, and I was so thankful he did, because this first part here is just totally impromptu. And it's just amazing watching Leon skate in general. But even cooler to think that none of this was planned. He's kind of, you know, he's going A to B, and I guess he obviously knows that there's a sidewalk that'll take him there. But he's just flowing, just picking out what's along the way. Right, sees the little ledge off to the side, jumps up and over. I wonder what Leon did around that corner there. Alex cut his feet off a little bit. Shame on you. Now that's an illusion fakie 180. So in that case, he was skating, looking over his right shoulder, and then when he spun, actually when he did this jump and was spinning, he spun to his left. So looking to his right, and then jumping and spinning to his left. And then here he does it the opposite. Looking to his right and then spinning to his left. And I remember asking Leon about that. I'm like, oh, that was so sick. Like those illusions that you did in there. And he didn't even know what I was talking about. It just happened when he was skating. And that's truly the flow. When you sharpen your skills, you work on things, and then you just skate and you just let it flow. And you'll be amazed at the things you can do without even thinking or trying. So amazing. Oh, Alex's underwear is back. Man, you can see the difference between when Alex is filming and somebody else. Not that that was bad filming, but everything was a little sideways. Now these Mohawk transitions here, after watching Leon do it, I spent, you know, a good month working on them. And I do some of them, you'll see them in the next video. So there's gonna be a part 5 that'll finish up the year. And hopefully that part 5 we can make a little bit more special. So fingers crossed, we'll work on that one. It'll be out in a few days, but I'm hoping that me and Alex can sit down and have a glass of wine that was generously given to me by one of our awesome supporters, Fabian Alvarez. So Fabian, another shout out, thank you again. I've been saving that bottle of wine so I can hopefully sit down with Alex and enjoy it together. And we can celebrate a little bit. One thing we said that this year we wanted to accomplish was we wanted to get that 50,000 subscribers. Not that it means anything, really, but I don't know. That's, you know, points in a video game, so to speak. Okay, I'm missing out on some awesome skating here. Let's see what's going on. So this was, if you watch part 3 of this series, there was the speed mission video that was in there where we found all these paved alleyways. So I'm still blown away at these alleyways. I just think it's the coolest thing ever. So this day we took Leon down to check these out. And this is Leon again, totally impromptu. He doesn't know what's ahead. He hasn't checked these out before. You know, I'll give him the heads up, hey, keep going, there's another alley. We just get to watch him do what he does. Such a natural, fluid skater. Like finding all these lines, weaving behind, just taking whatever's in front of him as it comes and trusting his skills. Like this here. I'm filming and I got scared. I didn't want to go behind that post. But Leon was going backwards. He saw it. He didn't have to think. He just went for it. Absolutely amazing. And here's a little bit later that same night where we're at the Calgary Central Library. Another just beautiful building. So you see my 1 foot transition on the ledge there? I was pretty happy with it. And then I saw this. That's how you do a 1 foot transition on a ledge like that. I will definitely be working on that. Some of those beautiful 3 turns, but not in a wide open space on a narrow little ledge. Just stepping it up a little extra notch. Love it. All right, now this video here. So the one previous with Leon, that was definitely in October. Oh, I don't think I said it right at the beginning of the video. So this is August, September, and October. Now this one was filmed in the summer, but I was just kind of sitting on the footage until I needed to put out something. So this was filmed in summer, it came out in November. And this was the most popular video that we put out last year. It seems like all the videos with Mike Bosch are the most popular ones. And I'm sad to say, but Mike has actually moved to Vancouver, so he's no longer in Calgary. Good for them, bad for me. Well, not bad for me. I'm happy for Mike, but you know it is. Good wipe out there by Mike as I crisscross through the hockey pucks. Now see Alex go down there? There's a crack right there, and you can see each time, for whatever reason, we're sliding right through this crack and almost catching every time. I do it here. So note to anyone out there practicing their slides, look for the cracks on the ground and start your slide after the crack. Don't try and slide into it. You're just asking for trouble. And this is cool with like all 3 of us just messing about. Fun. And this is another spot that I didn't feel like this day we fully captured it, but I call this the maze. And it's just a whole bunch of townhomes. And this is on one of my routes, but one of my favorite places to skate is the Glenmore Reservoir. And I've got some videos on that, so check those out, Glenmore Reservoir. And skating from my house, I go through this little area on my way to the reservoir. But I've never been able to figure out like which is the best line through, because there's just so many possibilities. You know, for the most part, you can find lines that are pretty much downhill the whole way through. The sidewalks are really narrow but smooth. I cut it off a little bit there. I'm gonna go back to that spot and really master it, I promise. This is right across the street from that same spot. We're gonna finish it off here with Mike Bosch hitting this tiny little hump. Somehow catching like, he cleared like 12 feet and aired like 4 feet in the air off that little bump. And there we go. Part 4, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 5. It'll be out in a day or 2 or 3, hopefully not too long. We have some fresh footage coming out soon too, so we're gonna do 1 more of these and then it's gonna be new footage for the rest of the year. Thank you again for all the amazing support. Namaste. See you in the next video.